enough of me talking. Wait, no, I have to talk.
Me talking, me talking.
Oh, you and you, that's right.
Me talking.
But I like you. And you have a great Eclipse shirt on, and we're going to talk about the Eclipse. You have one too. There's a lot of great stuff, really interesting stuff that happens with this solar eclipse. Oh, I don't think I probably don't. I did that, so I'll get rid of that there. I don't know what that was about, but how many of you know what a solar eclipse is? Yes?
It's when the moon covers up the sun.
That's right, the moon gets in between the sun and the earth. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but early this morning, the crescent moon, the waning moon, is still up in the sky, coming from almost the same direction as the sun is coming from, rising up in the east. Now, the moon was ahead of the sun today, so by the time the sun crosses in the top of the sky, the moon will be gone. Tomorrow, the same thing. But on Monday, they are going to intersect directly over our heads. Let me ask you a question. Who knows how far the sun is from the earth? How far is the sun from the earth? Yes?
To the sun.
That's right, to the sun. That's right, it is that far. It is 93 million miles away. Not a trip from anywhere, trust me. But the moon's a lot closer. How far is the moon from the earth? That's right. It is 240,000 miles. But now here's the thing. The moon is much smaller than the sun. So how does the sun get blocked by the moon? How does that work? Why does that work?
Because it gets farther away from it.
That's right. The moon is much closer than the sun. Hey, for instance, there's a young lady in the back there. I'm going to put my thumb and block her entire head. And you see that? Is my thumb as big as that lady sitting at that table over there? No, it's not. My thumb is only about this big. But from this distance, because my thumb is closer and she's further away, I can actually go ahead and block. And this is kind of weird because any given area in the country has an eclipse, a total solar eclipse, only once every 360 years. Except in 7 years from now, when it happens again. But don't tell anybody. I didn't find that out till a month ago. And it's like, oh, okay. So there's like an asterisk. It's like Roger Maris breaking Babe Ruth's home run record for those of you who remember that. But yeah, there's lots of weird things that happen during a total solar eclipse. But what I love to do is make predictions. Who wants to help me make a prediction about the solar eclipse?
Microphones.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. My microphone has, let's see, the clip's on, but the microphone is not. Oh, the clip is here. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's see where it's up there. Do we know where it is?
All the way at the bottom.
It's all the way at the bottom. It's up there. Okay, hold on. Reaching in the, I'm sorry, Tickles. Okay, let me see, let's put this, so let's see, if I take this, and put this like this, and then I take this, and put it like this. Let's try that again. I feel powerful. All right, who wants to help me make a prediction about the eclipse, and about numbers in general? All right, you sir, come up here. That cough was magnified 72 times. What is your name, sir?
Logan.
This is Logan. Everybody say, hey, Logan.
Hey, Logan.
Everybody say, how you doing, Logan?
How you doing, Logan?
Okay, Logan, what is your favorite number between 1 and 10?
8.
8. All right. You didn't sound sure. You can change your mind later on, but for today's purposes, let's say 8. Now this is a kind of accurate description of what the sun will look like during the eclipse. Now, before I go any further, is it ever safe to look directly at the sun?
No.
No, never, whether it's an eclipse or not an eclipse. Now there are special eclipse glasses, and your library is handing them out because they are the only safe way to watch it. There's a few other things you can do, and we'll talk about that later. Does anybody know what this yellow, Logan, do you know what the yellow circle around the sun is called?
Sun?
It's called the sun, that's right. But it's called the corona. And you know what that yellow stuff is? You know what that is around the sun? Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Parts of the sun?
It's parts of the sun. It's actually explosions and fire on the surface of the sun. Storms on the surface of the sun. Now, when we have storms on Earth, thunderclouds can go maybe 10 miles high at their tops. Does anybody know how high the storms on the sun can go? Logan, do you know how high those storms can go? No. No one does. Well, actually, scientists know, and they told me. Thousands of miles up in the air. They can be so tall and so bad, they can disrupt radio waves. Radio, what's that? Television, computers, the internet. Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Sure, that's right. And it's actually hydrogen gas exploding and causing fires that can go on for thousands of years. That's why there's no fire departments on the sun, because they would melt. So, Logan, you said the number 8 was your favorite number between 1 and 10. Do you know how many letters are in the word for the number 8?
5.
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go 5 from the top of the clock. The sun clock starts at 12, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 3 times around. 2 more. Logan, how many letters in the word for the number 5?
4.
That's right. I don't know why that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coincidentally, do you know how many letters are in the word for the number 9?
4.
That's right. 4. I had an itch, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Logan, what number did we end up at?
1.
That's right. And Logan is very good at predictions because he was right. Number 1 is where we're going to end up, thanks to Logan. Total solar eclipses occur about every 360 years for a given location, except for the next one that happens in... Oh, that's not on there. Give Logan a big hand for making a very accurate and very spot-on prediction. We have a feature. Now, the good news is, at the end of our show, I'm going to give all of you guys a smaller version of this card. Now, in this size, it's very easy to read. The smaller version, you guys will have no trouble. Some of you guys in the back will be like, what does that say? So, yeah, it might be a little bit hard, but let's talk about the solar eclipse and why it's so strange. Temperatures drop during an eclipse as much as 10 degrees over just a few minutes. And Chester, right where we are, is going to have totality for 2 minutes and 41 seconds. That's a long time. Animals think it's nighttime, and they start scurrying around, getting ready for bed. I actually know some adults that do that too, so it's not totally unusual. But, and we know the date. It's coming up Monday. Who knows the date of that eclipse? Who wants to tell me right now? Yes?
August 21st.
August 21st. Come on up here. I want to try another prediction. It's prediction number 2. And what is your name, miss?
Elsie.
Everybody say, hello, Elsie.
Hello, Elsie.
Everybody say, it's good to see you today, Elsie.
It's good to see you today, Elsie.
All right, now, Elsie, we know it's August 21st. I have here what I call my bag o' dates. You know why I call it that? It's a bag, and it has dates in it. It's really not that, it's just... But Elsie, what I want you to do is, I'm going to open up this bag. You know the date, but can you reach into the bag o' dates and pull out the right card with the right date on it on the first try? I have a lot of confidence in you, Elsie. You look like a confident person. Let's go ahead and see what you can do. Reach in there and pull out the very first card and make it the right one. And it's May 31st. No, that's not. All right, Elsie. First time is hard. She just tried it the very first time. Let's give her a second try. Elsie, reach into that bag and pull out the correct date. And here we go. July 4th is a very cool day. But what was July 4th? It was the 4th of July. This is a rough crowd, I'm telling you. Okay. Elsie, have you ever heard the expression, third time's a charm? Well, good, because this is your third try, and I have the confidence that you're going to reach into this bag and get the right date. She's going to do it. Okay, Elsie, reach into that bag and pull out, on the third time, the correct date of the eclipse. And Elsie, what does that say?
April 1st.
What is April 1st?
April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day. Elsie, we've just met, and you're playing a joke on me already? Elsie, have you heard the expression, fourth time's a charm? Well, it's a new expression, and you've just learned it. So, Elsie, how late is the library open today? Just so we know how much time we have. Oh, it's only open until 1. It's Saturday. We got to move this along. Okay, Elsie, reach into the bag. And on the 4th try, you can do this. Go ahead and pull the right date out. Please, please. Elsie, what does that say?
August 21st.
August 21st. Give her a hand. Yes, she did it. Very nice job, young lady. You may have a seat there. And she's sitting in that VIP seat over there, too. Very cool. Now, I mentioned the 4th of July. If I say the year 1776, what does that mean to you guys down here? What does that mean? The Declaration of Independence. That's right. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. George Washington presented it to his troops on July 8th, 1776. See, it's not just magic, it's history as well. And then the Revolutionary War began, 7 years of war. A year into the war, in 1777, there was a ship of American scientists. They found out there was an eclipse coming in Nova Scotia. Who knows where Nova Scotia is? Yes? It's a foreign country. Well, actually, it's a province of a foreign country known as Canada. I know. It's not that far. It's to the north. Yes, but there was one problem. The ship of American scientists was in Boston Harbor, which the British had blockaded. We were at war with the British. They were going to shoot at them until they found out they were scientists. And they let them go through and do their research. And they came back safely and nobody shot at them because they were doing science. You see, magic, science, history. I'm going to bring that up again later. But who wants to help me with something regarding that Revolutionary War? Yes, you can help me. And you can come up here and help me. And stand, I've got to give him every step of the instructions so he knows it. What is your name, sir?
Robbie.
This is Robbie. Everybody say, hey, Robbie.
Hey, Robbie.
Everybody say, you're cool, Robbie.
You're cool, Robbie.
Everybody say, can we come to house dinner tonight, Robbie? No, don't. Wait, do you know what you're having? He doesn't know what they're having. We can't make plans. What wine would we bring? We would have no idea. So, but Robbie, when we started that war, do you know how many colonies we had at that time? 13. See, your gut instinct is right. How many states do we have now? 52.
50.
Well, if you round down to the closest 10, it's 50. But yes, that's right. That's pretty close. And what are the colors of our American flag, Robbie?
Red, blue, and white.
Doesn't matter what order. That's exactly right. Red, blue, and white. It turns out, Robbie, coincidentally, I have a bag here. The bag has 3 different fabrics in it. Would you take those fabrics from me? Would you tell everybody what the colors of those fabrics are?
White and blue.
Red, white, and blue. And you'll notice now the bag is totally empty. There's nothing inside. As a matter of fact, if I take it and turn it inside out, there's nothing in there. Well, there's a little bit of dust, and I'm allergic to the I know, I'm fine. Sorry. Okay. We clean the bunny every other week, so it's fine. So the bag is empty, and Robbie has these 3 fabrics, 3 different colors. It's not an American flag unless we use magic. What's a good bless you. See? Oh my goodness, he caught it from me. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, what's a good magic word, do you think? What is there it is. So we're going to use the magic word we may change it later, just saying. Okay, so on the count of 3, what I want you to do, Robert's going to put the fabrics into the bag. The bag is currently empty. But then when we say the magic phrase, we're going to, that's right. See that? He's mastered it already. We're going to come out with a finished American flag. It's magic. So Robbie, drop those materials in there. And on the count of 3, I want to hear you all say it. Say the magic word. 1, 2, 3. You see, some of you actually wanted to say Abra-Kid-Abra. I know, it's very tempting. Robbie, reach inside the bag. And now, what do we have now? We have materials. I think we have an American flag. Show them what we got. What? Robbie, do you believe in finishing what you start? First off, we've got this one. It's got the wrong color stripes on it in the background. Oh, that's not good. And what is up with that? Did we forget blue?
Yes.
Robbie? I think we need to use a real magic word this time. Nothing against you, sir, but I think we're going to go ahead. What's another magic word you think might be good for this situation?
Abra-Kid-Abra.
Abra-Kid-Abra. See, this guy's a magician already. So, Robbie, you'll notice the bag is once again empty. I can turn it inside out. I promise I won't sneeze this time. But we can fix that with the magic word Abra-Kid-Abra. So, Robbie, put that back in there. Take that one. Put it back in. We're going to give it a good shake, and on the count of 3, I want to hear you all say Abra-Kid-Abra. 1, 2, 3. Abra-Kid-Abra. That's so much better there. And so, Robbie, without any further ado, what I'd like you to do is reach into this bag and pull out what I hope is a finished American flag. Hold that up there. What do we got there? What do we got? There it is. There it is. Thank you, Robbie. Very good job, sir. You knew stuff, and then you made the flag appear. I got to fold this up in a proper way. We take good care of the American flag. That's what we're supposed to do. Now, I brought something really cool to show you guys that I think you're going to like. Has any of you ever worked with something run by solar power, the power of the sun? Maybe a combine or a machine. So that man's watch, he couldn't give us a magic word other than that, but he has a great solar powered watch. And that's right. Your check's in the mail, sir, don't worry. So now, a cool thing to use would be something run by solar power. It turns out I got this online a few months ago, a solar powered light bulb. Okay, we're inside. There's no sun here. So obviously it's going to be very hard to demonstrate this, but this is a solar powered bulb. If I could take it outside to the sun and hold it out in the sun, you would see that this thing would light up. It's a very cool thing. If you can get a solar powered bulb, go ahead and get one. It's very cool if you can find one. They're a little hard to find. I had to look online a long time before I got one. Once I did, it was actually great. So anyway, yeah, I know I can't make it work inside, but if you can find a solar powered bulb, go ahead and find it. It's a very cool thing and it'll light up for you. What's the matter? Are you laughing at? What are you laughing about? There's nothing. This is.
It's on!
No, it's not on. I know you wish it could light up, but it's not going to light up. We're inside. Look, even if I hold it up to the electric lights, it's not enough power. It needs the power of the. You know, you guys are playing tricks on me again. I come all this way, and then you guys are. Wait a minute. Are you saying this thing went on? I don't. Well, how can that be? There's no sun in here. But wait a minute. I know. You know how this thing is lighting up? I'm doing it through the power of my brain. Let me ask you guys a question. When you focus, get really concentrated on something, what face do you make? Yep, there's some good faces. This is the face I make when I really get focused. So maybe if I really focus and concentrate, I can get this bulb to work. I'm going to try it. I can't. Let me just see if I can do it. Hold on a second here. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. I don't know. I thought it was going to work. Should I try it again?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try it again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. You don't know how much effort that takes. That really wears me out. I mean, I could try it one more time, but
Yeah.
Do you think I should try it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second here. I'm going to catch my breath. Okay. All right, here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Burn it. If that was only that's all I did, but you know what I think I did? I think I inhaled electricity. You know what that means? If I sneeze, electrons will fly out of my nose. Should I do that? I don't want to do that. No, I do it. Well, I'm not going to do that again. Okay. All right. We talked about eyewear, how it is important to wear the right eyewear for the solar eclipse. Now, you guys, how many of you guys have picked up, or you're going to pick up the solar eclipse glasses? Make sure you get them. Now, I got a couple other, let me ask you guys a question. Do you think if I wore this during the eclipse, let me see. Do you think that would help?
That's weird.
No, it wouldn't. You know why it wouldn't? Because these eyes are actually exposed. Great. You know, with one eye closed, I have to talk like a pirate for the rest. It's not a bad idea, but don't feel like it, so hold on. Okay, good. Oh, here we go. These might work. Tell me what you guys think of these glasses as protective eyewear for the solar eclipse. Why? What's wrong with the... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, that's not good. There is something you can do, and the Chinese invented it a long time ago, and it was called a viewing box. And actually, it's very simple. You could do this at home. You take a shoebox, you cut a slit on one side of the shoebox. You don't look at the sun through there. You let the sun's rays come into the box. Here, let me show you how this would work. Let's say this was the shoebox. You'd hold it up to your eyes, make sure it covers your eyes. The little slit will catch the sun rays, and they'll bounce it off the inside of the box, the shoebox, and you'll see a reflection of the sun. Be kind of like that. Well, let me show you how this would work. let's say, for instance, this was a viewing box. And it's a sunny day, so of course, on a sunny day, what do we see up in the sky but our good old friend, the sun? Now, all right, I know. It's really small, kind of rubbery, and the sun is wearing sunglasses. Now, the sun doesn't wear sunglasses. Why would he? He doesn't need sunglasses. Plus, he'd probably melt them. They didn't have to go to Walmart and buy new ones. He'd melt the Walmart. Okay, that would be a mess. But let's just say, for just demonstration purposes, that this was the sun, and all of a sudden, here comes the eclipse. Now, the sun is getting ready to kind of go behind the moon. And with this box, it's really just as if the sun disappeared. It just isn't there anymore. And then, when the eclipse is over, you'll go ahead and take away the box, and then, sure enough, who comes back but our old friend, the silly rubbery sun. That's right. So, if you can make a box like this, and if you can make one where the sun disappears, even better. Remember we talked about the things that happen during an eclipse, temperature drops, animals freak out. What animals do you know like to dig holes in the ground? Yes?
Moles?
Moles, yes. That seems to be the #1 answer I mostly get. What other animals dig holes in the ground? Yes?
Snakes?
Snakes dig holes in the ground, that's right. My uncle digs holes in the ground. That doesn't count. What? Yes?
Groundhogs.
Groundhogs dig holes in the ground. What? Who else? Dogs dig holes in the ground. What else?
I was about to say dogs.
Dogs. How about rabbits?
No. Crickets.
Tell you, rabbits dig holes in the ground. Come to my backyard sometime. As a matter of fact, several years ago, there was a rabbit digging holes in my backyard. And I got so mad, I decided to catch him. And then I brought him inside, and I started to like him and started to feed him, and he became kind of a friend. I actually bring him to shows. Do you want to meet him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
That's so bad.
His name is Buford.
He's real.
Well, he's real to me. I'll tell you what. There's only one little problem with my friend Buford here.
That's so big.
He's sleeping. He is asleep. Now, when you tell someone, we're going to do a show, the show starts at 11, so if you could make sure you wake up in time for the show, and then I'm going to bring you out to do a cool magic trick for all the guys who come, you'd probably do it, right?
Yeah.
Buford doesn't listen to me. He's a good friend, but he misbehaves. He sleeps in that hat when he should be awake. I told him, I said, look, we're going to do a show. Just make sure you come out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try to wake him up for you. I'm going to be nice about this. I'm not going to be rude. I'm going to Buford, it's time to get up, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. I'm like the skipper. Come on, little buddy. Time to get up. Oh, boy. Sleeping away. And I don't understand. You know something? Forget it. You know what? I'm not going to be nice. Buford, get up. Here, buddy, buddy, buddy. Wakey, wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey. Come on. Hello. I don't understand. What? Wait a minute. You telling me that every time I look away... You mean to say... I just happened to be looking... What? Well, that's not funny. Do not take a bow. Stop that. No, wait a minute. You scared me. You did. All right, don't cry. I'm just saying you scared me. All right, now, Buford and I worked on a magic trick all week long, and I am so proud because he got really good at it, and now he and I are going to show you